Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite wrestling lumberjack fan with less hair. As you can see, I'm rocking the gift from Uncle Mick. Guys, we gotta talk about it. I have to talk about it. I feel like I would be doing just a humongous disgrace to myself if we didn't talk about this. As we know, for the past couple of weeks, WWE has just done a bunch of releases. They're cleaning house again. And sadly, Braun Strowman was a part of that, but also some people from NXT like Cora Jade and Dakota Kai, which I was very surprised about. Like, she was on Raw the Monday before they released her. Or she was on, they released her after Monday Night Raw. But anyways, and then I see yesterday as I'm playing Call of Duty with my friends, I was like, guys, R-Truth has been released. R-Truth, who has been with the WWE for almost 20 years, 17 to be exact, got released from the WWE. Now, there were some people who were like, man, you know what? It's a joke. WWE got us. They fooled us. And at first I was like, okay, that would make a whole lot of sense, because they would not release this man after putting him in the main event with their top heel star for the title. Maybe they did. They released R-Truth after competing against John Cena at Saturday night's main event. Now, I cannot remember or not if it was for the title or if it was just R-Truth was trying to just kick some sense into John Cena and get him to come back to the light side. But no, WWE has released R-Truth after putting him on a main event of a show, which he has not been in a long time. Now, there was another release. They released Carlito, who he really hasn't been doing much ever since he came back. And, he's been a part of the Judgment Day, and, he's kind of been like, oh, would you get me? Or something like those little odd, funny moments. But they've not really been doing much with Carlito, so kind of seeing him get released, I kind of get it, because all they're really having him do is just get the crap kicked out of him every single week. But the fact that they released R-Truth, someone who's been with the company for almost 20 years, we're all shocked. Why would they do this to this man? Now, I'm a big fan of the Stevie Richards podcast, and I listen to it regularly. I love that podcast. And he talked about what happens when they do release somebody. Someone in the meeting will be like, what do we got going on for such and such? And if their name's not mentioned, then they're like, okay, release them. So I have no idea how they could not have anything for R-Truth to do after he had a main event with John Cena. They could have had him being a tag team with somebody else and continue to go after John Cena, or be a part of the reason why John Cena comes back to the light side, because R-Truth is a humongous fan of John Cena, as we know from his entrance at Saturday night's main event. And I'm just like, what? There could have been so many things that you could have done. You could have actually had him maybe go for the Intercontinental Championship or for the United States Championship. You gave him another tag team run with The Miz. You could have had him get another tag team strap around him. And a couple years ago, maybe in 2013 or 2014, sometime around then, and they had R-Truth doing his comedy bit, and I was just so upset what they had done with this man. And then, I find out, maybe a couple years later, he said in an interview, I love doing the comedy stuff. I'm happy for doing that. And I was like, you know what? Okay, then. I'll let it slide. I was like, he says he loves doing it. He doesn't find it degrading. So, you know what? Let's just R-Truth be R-Truth. And we all have, some great moments from him. Him running into, the Money in the Bank and, climbing up or thinking he's in the Money in the Bank, grabbing a ladder and, climbing up there being nothing there. Or him running in the women's Royal Rumble, him just looking at everybody wait, you tell me that there's just nothing but women in there? R-Truth has made us laugh, made everybody break character, even Brock Lesnar. The fact that he was able to make Brock Lesnar break character was just great. But I feel like this is just a great disservice that they released him. He's been nothing but a loyal, faithful soldier for years. Him and John Morrison having their rivalry when he turned heel. And, the whole thing with, Little Jimmy. And I'm just surprised. And the question is, what is R-Truth? What does the future hold for R-Truth now that he's been released? Does he retire? Or does he kind of do what Matt Cardona's doing and just, just stay on the independent scene? Does he appear at GCW? Or does he go back to where he actually had from what I know, a tremendous career, being a 2-time NWA World Champion, a TNA Tag Team Champion with Pac-Man Jones back in like 2007. It really just kind of feels like R-Truth had a much more, I wouldn't say maybe successful, but maybe, I wouldn't know what to say, but you can tell like he clearly had fun with the 24/7 title, and we all remember that in 2020. We can honestly thank R-Truth for keeping us entertained throughout 2020. But I don't know. What does the future hold for R-Truth? Does he go to TNA Wrestling? Does he go to AEW? Could he end up doing something with them? Could he actually help, them get to the next step? Would he be a great value for AEW? What does the future hold for R-Truth? Or is this going to be like one of those things like where, he goes and he redefines himself and he eventually returns in the Royal Rumble next year? Which that actually would be kind of a very interesting thing that, maybe he asked for his release. Maybe they've not said anything yet. It is going to be interesting to see how it goes on Monday Night Raw, because there was a thing I seen on Facebook where it said maybe fans might hijack the show because no one is happy that R-Truth has been released. And I'm just dumbfounded that they released him. Guys, put in the comments below, do you have any favorite moments of R-Truth's time in the WWE? Do you prefer his WWE run, or do you prefer his time in TNA? I really want to know. Guys, do not forget to elbow drop that like button and give that axe kick for the 1, 2, 3 for the subscribe button. And I'll see you next time as we talk inside the ring. Bye, guys, and let's not hijack Monday Night Raw, please.